So what are your thoughts about the rise in food prices?
They're too high, and we're like living in a very poor black community.
I think the rising in the prices is ridiculous, especially for those who don't receive any assistance towards food.
It's hard for certain people to afford the food since the food price is going up.
The rise in food prices is like, when my grandma was younger, food wasn't really that much. But the fact that they're really raising the taxes for food is crazy though. Like, that's not something that they should raise taxes for, because everything should be affordable for all people, given some people's living situations. Like, maybe some people can't afford food sometimes, and it's people that can afford food. So why are you raising the prices to make it harder for people that can't afford it, and basically make people that were already struggling struggle even more? That's not something that you should do. That's not something that's right.
No, it's getting high. The prices are getting higher and higher, especially the sugar, and depends on, like, even the food nowadays is getting higher. You gotta pay more. It's a lot. It's a lot.
I feel like the rise in food prices is going to create food insecurity in our communities. There's already food insecurity, so when prices is rising, it's just going to make matters a little bit worse, and it seems like everything is going up except salaries.
Do you think the neighborhoods of Philadelphia are getting better or worse?
Worse.
How do you think they're getting worse?
People dying.
I mean, people die every day. What you mean?
People dying.
I feel like the violence in Philadelphia, I'm not sure. People may be acting violent because the food pricing is going up. People might be acting out because they're hungry. People act very unusual when they are hungry, so that might be the reason for the rising of violence.
The crime rate in Philadelphia definitely went up. Besides Chicago, Philadelphia has one of the highest murder rates, and that's not a good thing.
It's a lot of people dying. It's a lot of people, losing their life to the streets. And I'm just glad that we got something like this to keep us out of the streets and to keep us away from the violence and stuff like that. And I'm glad I get the ball with these people like Prince, Coach Zoe, all of the coaches. I appreciate them for bringing us in here and keeping us away from the violence.
It definitely went up, and there's a lot of contributing factors. It could be, the COVID shutdown, when they shut things down. One thing that stands out to me was when they took the rims off of the playgrounds. They took the rims off the basketball courts and the playgrounds during COVID, and it turned our safe havens into places where people that were involved in gangs and gang activity started taking place on playgrounds. So I absolutely 100% think that crime rate has went up, and there's some bad decisions made by government and made by the city that is contributing to the rise.
How you feel about do you feel like the pregnancy rates in Philadelphia is getting higher?
Yes, especially in like teens, like females our age. I feel like now they're being careless, and instead of just having safe sex with condoms, they're just not doing it at all, and then accidents happen even with condoms. So they got to be real careful, because condoms could break, all of that. And now a lot of males our age don't have the mentality to be able to be a father and take care of a kid. So it's just a lot of commotion going on.
If you have one piece of advice to give to young teens that are younger than you, what you gotta say?
One thing I'm gonna say: stay in school, stay out of trouble, stay out the streets, because the streets is bad. It's a lot of messed up stuff going on around here, especially killing, especially with gun violence, especially kids our age, and it's getting real bad because the numbers in Philadelphia have been going up a lot recently, and I don't want to see no more teens on the news saying they've been shot or killed, because that personally breaks my heart.
Go to school, stay in school, graduate high school. I would say if you don't decide to go to college, take your time to pick up a trade so you could be able to be financially stable, because there's nothing more horrible than struggling financially.
Don't give up on your dreams. Don't. Giving up on your dream is the worst thing that you could do. That's something that you shouldn't even like. Even if things don't go your way, even if things aren't what you expect them to be, don't give up on your dream. The harder you work, the more you'll achieve your goal, and the better you'll feel about yourself. Because if you give up on your dream at such a young age, you're not gonna feel like that same person you were. You're not gonna feel optimistic in the future.
Go to school, man. Pick up a trade. Stay out of the streets, bro. It's not for everybody.
My advice to a teenager would be to intentionally take on many mentors. I felt like me and my own personal development, I learned a lot when I went to college, and I built relationships with my professors and other alumni that were older than me, that been through things that I've been through. And once I started connecting with people that were further along in life than me, and being able to take advice from people that have been through things that I'm about to go through, helped me along the way. So my advice would be take on many mentors.
My name is Alfonso Cobbs.
Sequilla.
Namer.
Miss Shannon.
Nas.
Andre Wright, Coach Andre.
And we are R.W.B Teenz Podcast.